Good morning, my journaling friend. It's Michelle here from Seaweed Kisses, and let's talk about decorating the Moleskine journal. So I completed, well, not completely completed, but I pretty much had about 20 pages to complete within this Moleskine Expanded that I shared in my August playlist, but I enjoyed using it so much and it is time to dive into this new one. I'm going to leave a few of these pages blank so that way if I have any memories I want to go back and just add into, I can, but I'm ready to start with the new. If you've been a viewer of mine for some time or just see me on Instagram, then you may know that I love labeling my inserts and my journals. So today I'm going to do a little quick journal with me, if you will, but it's going to be more like a decorate with me. So here is the notebook. Now I'm kind of silly where I keep the jacket or the little label of my moleskins just because I like to know what type it is. So if I ever have to order it, I use Amazon a lot, so Amazon's really particular where you have to type it in exactly as it is. So if I went back to look for this expanded version, I would know to look up, Moleskine, soft cover, plain notebook, and then it's just easier for me to look up. So I just keep this, and then it has like the details of the notebook. And that is where I stick the, oh, I forgot about these. What is in here? Any stickers? No. That's where I just stick it in the back of the pocket. And then I do a quick little flip through of my new journal and just admire all of the beautiful blank pages I just can't wait to use and press my creative energy onto. I never thought I would love a journal so much as I do with this expanded version. I mean, I do love the Moleskine notebooks in general, just something about like their size, the way the feel of it, the elastic feature. The weight, I'm very familiar with it now, whether it's just like the standard size or now the expanded. I just love everything about it. They're like my guilty pleasure. So here is the standard version. I finished this and it's not as chunky as the expanded. I really liked using it, but I know that for my daily journals, I have so much more to add. So their standard would go by rather quickly. Okay, so with the cover, I'm going to be adding my sticker on the front. I thought about doing like a little label on here from my label maker, but I wanted to do something a little different and add my journaling is life sticker. So what I do first is just eyeball the cover and then get an idea of how I want the placement. The sticker is really sturdy and the vinyl will allow it to, wear in nicely where it won't fade. After I kind of give an eyeball of where I want it, I know I don't want it too close. I don't want it right in the middle. It's kind of like right here. Gonna stick it in the front, and then I know I want something here on the bottom, so I just go through my little ephemera stash. I keep little random paper bits from like travels and just daily life collections. So I have this priority tag that I got from my Korea trip, and I like it because journaling is a priority of mine. So this was just so fitting. I'm going to probably, I don't know if I should tape it. Yeah, I'm going to cut the edge here. Just do a quick little snip. And then, should I keep the Star Alliance? Or maybe I should just cut it off. I think I'm just going to cut it off. And then gonna give it an eyeball of where I want it. Priority. Oh, maybe I should put it here, or should I put it on the bottom? Yeah, I think I kind of like it right there. But before I do that, I know I want to create like a little white border. By accident, I came across this idea of adding acrylic, and I noticed that the acrylic paint does not come off. It's, more permanent than my favorite gouache. And these were actually added on here a few months ago by mistake. I was, crafting on my desk and I had some paint on my hand. I didn't realize. And when I went to go journal, it like smeared on my hand. And then I tried to like wipe it and then it smeared more. And I was like, oh my gosh. And I kind of had like a little mini panic attack. But then I realized, you know what? It adds to the character of the journal, it adds to that fun little memory. So I don't know if you've ever noticed, but I have like these splashes of white paint on my last journal, and now I'm like loving it, so I'm going to do the same on here. Michael's is my go-to craft store, so I'm going to just use a little bit of just like basic acrylic paint, squeeze some out from the tube onto like some scrap paper. I don't even need that much, just like that little squirt. Get like a little brush. Maybe I should get a thicker one. No, this is fine. Actually, I was thinking about using my finger, but maybe I should just do like a brush. Okay, so let's see. See, these are like the random thoughts that go through my head when I art journal, but I just kind of then go with the flow. Oh, I kind of like that. So I'm just gonna paint it like that. I like how it has like a dry brush effect. And then I'm just gonna like let it dry. How about you? Do you like to decorate your journal covers as well, or do you kind of keep them plain? Do you even label yours? Maybe date them? Do you give them a name? I know a couple of my journaling friends, they give their notebooks names, but I don't. And I think that's where the label comes into play. I just kind of give it a title. Okay, I think I like it just like that. It has like that brushed dry effect. And then, oh, there we go. Journaling is life. Yes, it is. Okay, maybe just kind of smear it like that a little bit. Kind of get it like that. And then now I'm ready to tape this on. Word of advice, if you have any packing tape, clear packing tape, use that because it sticks on really well. I've had this on pretty much for like the time that I've had this journal, like 4 or 5 months, and it stays on really, really well. It's the same thing that I use with like my pressed flowers. I use the packing tape here, so to preserve, any journaling bits that I want to last. Okay, so then you'll just get a little strip of however long your paper bit is, and then I'm just going to put it on top. Actually, I'm probably gonna just go like that because this paper isn't exactly flat. Okay, and then I'm going to stick it right here beneath it. So now I can still see the white border that I painted on under my Journaling is Life sticker. And then it has like this priority thing on here, label. I kind of like that the priority is a little worn out and wrinkled. It adds like that nice effect to it. And then I'm sure as months come, it'll kind of have like its own worn in look to it. And I may come across like other stickers I like to add. And then this here, I don't remember how I even created this ring. I don't know if I left the like tube on here by mistake, but I really like that effect on the cover. So I found like some old hand lotion laying around. I'm going to use the top of this, get my little paint here, and what I'll do, I'm going to just smear it so that way the cap gets the paint on the edge. And then I'm going to stamp it probably like right here. Like that. Oh, I like that. Okay, so I think that is that. Don't want to play around too much, might get a little busy, so I'm gonna just throw these bits away. And that is my new Moleskine cover. See how easy it is to just kind of get lost in your creative ideas. Doesn't have to be pretty or perfect, just kind of go with what your artistic intuition is telling you. You know, we're all creative and we all have our own personal taste and style and preference, and this journal, your own diary, is the perfect place to showcase that. Plus it's nice to like look back and reflect when you go through your older, boxes of journals. You'll see how your style has changed or evolved, and you'll look and see like, oh wow, I was so daring and bold, trying new things and not worrying about being perfect with the lines, just coloring outside the box, so to say. And of course, I'm going to be sharing some journaling spreads with you these upcoming weeks, so those will be coming. I love doing like the journal with me's and like the 10-minute journal spreads with you. And thank you so much for your feedback on these posts. Maybe if you have any suggestions or recommendations or anything else that you'd like to see in upcoming journaling posts, you're more than welcome to share. This is our journaling club after all, and I always enjoy hearing from you. So as always, thanks so much for taking the time to watch, and I will see you in the next clip. Bye.